What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the First Yard. I hope you guys are having a great day today. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a deep dive into the road to the show and ball player information for MLB The Show 21. Now, before we get into today's video, all I want to say is that if you guys could please hit that like button, please do so. It lets other people see this video, and it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want, you can comment down below anything Madden-related, question-related, or MLB The Show-related, because I do cover MLB The Show and Madden on this channel. And make sure to subscribe. I am doing a challenge where if we hit 60 subscribers, I will be doing a face reveal, and then I'll be showing my face more in videos going into the future. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys like this type of content, or if you want to see a face reveal. It would be greatly appreciated. I know you guys have been killing it, but you know what? We're almost at 60. We're at 57. So anyway, let's get into the video. I can't wait to talk about this stuff. And you know what? Let's get it. And we are back. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about in today's video is the road to the show. Now, obviously, road to the show is your actual player that you can create, and you can take them from the minors to the majors. And one thing that's new this year is the road to the show narrative. Now, what is the road to the show narrative? Pretty much, it is a podcast that's going to actually be documenting and talking about the things that you do in Road to the Show, starting from AA all the way up to the major leagues. Now, they're going to be special guests that you're going to be able to talk to from the MLB network and also from MLB The Show, who are playing as actual actors. And really, it's going to create an entirely new dynamic for Road to the Show that really makes you feel like you're playing Road to the Show and you actually are involved in the game. So obviously, having this new addition, there is a bit of a curveball to this. Now, you are going to actually be able to listen to the podcast if you are on current gen. Now, kind of an interesting part is that you're actually, if you own next gen, if you have the next gen version of MLB The Show 21, you're actually going to be able to see the video of these, podcasts and episodes. You won't be able to actually see the video if you're on current gen. Now, obviously, this isn't a big thing, but it's definitely a plus for those of you who have bought MLB The Show on next gen. Now, really, this is really all the information that we've got involving Road to the Show narrative. And while it is pretty cool, I do think that there are some limitations, but there also are some limitations. Obviously, this is the first year that they are going to be adding it into the game, so there aren't a lot of things that you're going to be able to do. But here's the cool part about it, and this is really the last part. There are over 180 episodes of podcasts throughout the entire game. So the cool part about this is the fact that this really allows for more replayability. You won't actually be able to play all 180 episodes through one career of Road to the Show. You're actually going to have to play Road to the Show a couple times, maybe 2, 3, 4 times to see all of the 180 episodes. And the decisions that you make, the things that you do in Road to the Show are going to impact the way and situations of how these episodes are going to pop up. So if you do something in one career that you don't do in the next career, you're going to get a different scenario or episode for that, which is very cool. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about here is the two-way player. Now, the two-way player is something new that's also been introduced. It's very popular right now in the MLB. Now, specifically, the two-way player is going to be in Road to the Show, and it is going to pretty much introduce a brand new way of playing the game in terms of you actually being able to, instead of playing one primary position, you're going to be actually able to have balanced time with two positions depending on what you play. So instead of you just being a straight up closing pitcher, you're going to actually be able to do, closing pitcher one game, and then the next game you could play shortstop. You could be a, pinch hitter, stuff like that. So obviously it is going to be balanced. It is going to be something that is going to be pretty cool. And the great part about this is that it is optional. So what I mean by this is that you're going to actually, when you get into Road to the Show, you're going to actually be able to get a scenario where pretty much somebody asks you, what type of player are you? Are you a two-way player, or are you just like a one-type guy? And you can either choose to be a two-way player, or you can just stick with the one-type guy situation. Now, the cool part about this is that let's just say that you play as the two-way player, you don't like it. Well, there's going to be another scenario going into the future where you're going to be able to talk to your agent, stuff like that, and he's going to ask you, do you really like being a two-way player? And you can either choose to say yes or no. And obviously, this just allows for even more replayability, because then you can actually choose to play as a two-way player for the entire career. You can choose to play it for half of your career, or you can choose just to play it not at all. It's all the way up to you, and I love the fact that it's completely user-based. Now, the next thing that we have here, and this is a really, really big thing because it's brand new, is the Ballplayer. The Ballplayer pretty much is a really cool thing that they've added that really intertwines with Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty. So you're going to actually be able to create, let's just say you have your Road to the Show player. He's actually going to be able to play in your Diamond Dynasty and Road to the Show. I know I have talked about this in previous videos, but here's something brand new about it. So we're going to actually have progression loadouts in a program. Now, first of all, the progression loadouts they're pretty much going to be, for those of you who know Madden, they're going to be your X Factor. And with your progression loadouts, you're actually going to be able to have additional changeable perks along with that main X Factor. So obviously it isn't called an X Factor, it's called a archetype, but pretty much it is an X Factor, and on top of that you can include little tiny abilities along with this archetype. And it's really gonna make you choose. If you're playing pitcher, you're gonna have certain archetypes, while if you're playing shortstop or outfield, center field, you're gonna actually be able to choose a different loadout for that progression of your player. And obviously this makes it really diverse. It makes it really, once again, replayable, user friendly, and I absolutely love that. Now, talking more about the program, and this is really the last thing that I have here, the program is a brand new way to actually get rewards for your ball player. Now, it is pretty much like a battle pass where you have to, let's just say you steal 5 bases in a game. That's going to ultimately upgrade your progress in your program, and it's going to be something that you actually have to grind for and able to unlock stuff. Obviously there is a lot of this stuff that, still is kind of in question. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this. The fact that, most of these games nowadays are going into a more battle pass type-esque system. But, I mean, it sounds cool. I think that, honestly, just as long as there's not too much of a grind here where, you can play it and you'll get a decent amount of stuff even if you don't, play for 6 hours straight. I think that'll be a good thing. Obviously, they didn't specify on how long it was going to take you in order to really progress your guy. But I think it is a pretty cool feature because you can get stuff just for grinding the game in Dynasty. And obviously, any excuse to play MLB The Show in different ways is a great thing. So really, this is all the information that I have right now. Now, obviously, we are going to have another video next Friday/Saturday that I'll be going over on some new features for MLB The Show. So if you guys did like this video, if you guys want to see more content like this, please do make sure to hit that like button. And you know what? Let's get to 60 subscribers. And you know what? I think it's going to be super fun once we get to 60 subscribers. I'm super excited for hitting 60 subscribers. But with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video today. And I will see you guys next time.